Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Texas Gamer. We're on Goldcrest Valley. This map originally started out on FS17 and has been converted and brought over to 19. Let's click on the PDA and we'll go over here and take a look at the map. It's a pretty decent map. Lots of areas that you can go to farm different crops. We're located in the central part of the map, close to it. You get field 12, 14, and 15 when you start new farmer mode. As you can tell by the little icons moving, I have helpers working. Field 12 is being seeded. Field 14 is being cultivated, and field 15 is being harvested. Now we'll get back into the game and we'll go check them out. Okay, we started out with the New Holland TX32 combine, and we have two Case IH 7210 Pros. There's the second one right there, and then we have a Fit 1300 DT. Now that's your equipment that you start out with. So we'll make a flying trip here in just a minute. Let me set it up and we'll go look at the rest of the map. Okay. We're gonna fly up, and there is your farm. Now I love playing this map in FS17. It does have terrain that runs around the map. Everything is pretty much identical as the FS17 version. There's lots to do in this map. You can do logging, you can do contracts, and new farmer mode contracts is going to be the best way to go. We're going to go over here to the dealership, and this is where the dealership is, and it's where you can buy your implement, unless you have a mod installed like I do, where it's a delivery mod to where you can set a spot wherever you want, and when you purchase items it will show up where you set it. I've used this map with auto drive and course play, and I loved every second of it. It works fantastic with those two mods. And we'll go over here, back over to the farm. And see what my stuff is doing. Okay, everything seems to be running fine. Excuse me, I did not mean to cough. Okay, so we're going to go in here and we're going to do a few things. Now I've got I'll go over here. My apologies. I've got easy economy set, traffic's turned off because I'm the worst driver in Farm Simulator. I will run over everything. Auto start is turned off. I like to be able to start my tractors and combines myself. I don't like dealing with weeds, so I got that turned off, and crop destruction I have turned off. And let's go over here to contracts. So contracts are starting to come in that we can do different things. I click on new contracts and it gives me lots to do. I have that mod also installed where I can change the contracts around. We got fertilizing. We can fertilize field 31 for $13,900. Harvesting, it's going to be corn or sunflowers. We can harvest field 5 for 21,000. Now let's go on field 5, which is going to be over here in the top right hand corner, right there. So if I accept that, then what I can do is I'll go back to the contract and I'll borrow the equipment to do that contract, and we can get rolling on that one, because we're going to borrow the items. Okay, now it's going to be going to Goldcrest Specific Grain. So let's find out where that's at, which is right there next to the field. So we'll go find the equipment and we'll find out where it's at. And there it is. It's at the store. So now we're going to start up. Because I didn't have that icon set at my place, it's going to make for a little bit of a hard time here. Not too bad. I feared that we got to get the trailer anyway, so. Okay, I'll pull this out of the way. Well, at least they gave me a John Deere 7270R to pull the trailer with. Now I'll turn this around. And let's see if my other mod works. And it does. And we're off and running. Uh-oh. I accidentally turned off my my combine. And we're rolling. Now we're going to roll down here to field 5 and see if we can fulfill this contract. And we'll make us a little bit of money. Takes us a little while to get there. The combine is traveling at 26 miles an hour, which is fairly fast in road mode. The tractor's following just fine. Okay, I got the cruise control set. We'll switch back here to the other trailer. Make sure everything is functioning correctly. It's a nice, beautiful morning. It's around 8:23 in the AM. I got a harvester is ready to empty, but I'm en route to field 5. As soon as I get him set up and rolling, I will switch over and empty my harvester. Now, one thing I love about Farming Simulator is you can do just about whatever you want to do in the game. It's totally up to you. I like the fact that in one respect that it doesn't have a storyline that you have to follow. But then again, just how good would a storyline be? I know FS22 is coming out November 22nd, 2021, and I hear that it may have a storyline in it. So I can't wait for that to come out so we can check it out and see what that's like. Okay, now run over here. Whoa, it stopped my tractor. Open up my harvester. And I'm gonna get my harvester going here. I can't wait to check it out. That's what I'm waiting for, is FS22. Okay, back him up. Okay. We'll pull out the old Fit 1300. This is why I turn crop destruction off, is because it always ends up excuse me. It always ends up where you have to unload into your crop, and I don't like damaging my crop. Let's see what we got here. Okay, it's getting close to emptying. And there it goes. And we'll move this out of the way. Okay. Now we'll switch back over here. Crank him up. And we'll see if we can. I don't think we're going to be able to empty him fast enough, because I can't keep up with him. So maybe I need to go down to the other end. And when he comes back down, see if I can follow him. Okay. And here he comes. Wait until he gets turned around. Come up here. And he's taken off. Let's see if I can get him unloaded. Time he gets to the other end. Okay, now I got him. Wow. Okay. As soon as he empties, he'll go ahead and take off. Okay, let's switch over, see what we got going on my place. A little over halfway through the field on cultivating. And about half the field on seeding. Now I'm putting down oats. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, I need to do this. Why is it still running fast? Okay. So I'm out of oats. I need to figure this out because I wasn't expecting to be out. Let's see. Did I even have a full deal? So here's what we're going to have to do. Let's see. We're going to have to run over here. Now I got 97,000. I'm going to have to put me a seeder here. Let me find out where they're at. Here they are. Seed tank. Okay, so now I'm going to have to go get some seed. So I'll pull over here beside it. And I fill it up. Cost me $989 to fill that seeder up. And we'll start him out again. Eventually I'll buy another field and get like a seed tender or something that I could refill everything. So I don't have that issue again. I just pulled a seed tender out to the field that I'm working at, and then I can fill my seeders up. Okay, now I need to go empty. So I'll go over here and go empty, and then go check on my contract. Okay. Combine's getting close to being ready to empty. He may be ready to empty before he even gets to the other end. And he is going to be ready to be emptied before he gets to the end. Excuse me. Okay. Now he'll dump it out. Okay, looks like my first harvest of wheat is going to be ready. I'll go ahead and kill that. Just haven't got my fuel tanks put in yet, so I can refuel my equipment. I need to gain some cash flow in. So I can buy me a fuel tank, put it over there next to my seeder. Or my seed tank. Also need to get a fertilizer tank, because when I upgrade my seeder to pull behind my tractor, I'm going to upgrade one that puts fertilizer down at the same time. And that's it. So I'll drop that in the silo. And I'll go put my combine up. Excuse me. My allergies are acting up just a little bit. It's kind of warm here in Texas. Okay, empty that. Alright. Somehow couldn't get my fingers to work. You know that happens every once in a while. Put my harvester in a little bitty shed here, if you want to call it a shed. Alright. Oh, I gotta go check. I knew that was gonna happen. I got busy and I blocked the harvester. Still got quite a ways to go on this field. I'll be through with cultivating here shortly. Still got a little bit to do, so field 14 will be done cultivating here pretty soon, and then I need to move over to field 15 to start cultivating it. Trying to keep an eye on everything, so apologize for flipping back and forth, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. Eventually I will buy field 5 because it does produce a large quantity. If it's done right, the yield off of field 5 is phenomenal. If you expand the screen, you got field 20, field 5, field 31. Those fields are the 3 biggest fields in the game. And if you own those fields, you can work those 3 fields and you will produce a lot. Your yields on those fields will be pretty good sized yields. You will be able to make money off of those fields, but we'll see what the total price is like on field 5. We'll back up here. Field 5 is 357,000. So 358,000 will get it. Field 20, 262. And field 31, 217. Oh yeah, and let's not forget about field 26. There's a few large fields in this game. Field 26, 154,000 will take care of that. It's just a matter of how you work a game. But I love this map. I used to play this one all the time in FS17. Okay, he's about to be finished, and then I'll move him over to field 15. Okay, he is finished up, and we're rolling. We're going to start him right here, so when he ends he'll be close to the barn, so it'd be easier just to put him away. Looks like my seeder's fixing to be extremely busy, so right now I'm seeding oats, and in my 3 fields, whenever I'm seeding one crop, all 3 fields are going to be that same crop, because that's how I'm going to make money. And I'll go in to see which crop's paying the best, and that's what I'll do accordingly. I put oats in. It's not too bad, but I'm looking at sunflower and soybeans, and they're paying a little bit better. They're paying a lot better. So I maybe need to regroup on the other 2 fields and start putting in soybeans. So I'm not going to need this tractor for harvest for a little while, so I'm going to put it in the shed right here. I keep this tractor and trailer next to the silos. So it'll be easier. Now, as far as taking my grain to market, I'm gonna have to lease a truck to do that, because that little tractor would run itself to death going back and forth to market. Excuse me. Alright, he's ready for unload again. I'm already at 66% fill level on the trailer. He's almost done. He's a little over halfway done with the harvest. So we'll get him loaded up. And when you run a contract, sometimes in single player mode, you reach a certain point, the contract ends. If you play your cards right, you'll end up getting paid for, you'll end up getting to keep some of the crop. He's at 100%, so I'm going to take him and go empty him. And I'm going to go right over here. And we'll see the percentage that we have left of the contract. So we may end up getting to keep some of the grain before you complete the contract. Though, if you're going to keep some of the grain, you need to go empty that grain first. Because if not, if you complete the contract, then you don't get to keep the grain because it'll take it away from you. Especially when you borrow the equipment, because the equipment disappears when you finish the contract. Alright. Now we'll kick on the contracts and see what percentage we're at on this contract. We're at 58%, which is not bad. So we'll be collecting 21,000, and so we'll see what we get. I think one more load off of this field will do the contract. So we got to be very careful at this point. Because we could end up hurting ourselves. We'll see. We'll see how much we end up with it. Okay, he's doing that. He's almost finished. You know, he's at 54% already again. I like this Fendt Ideal combine. I've always been a John Deere fan, but I've decided that I'm just going to try to use a different variety of equipment so I can stop being that John Deere fan and give everything else a chance, because there's some good equipment out there. You just got to be willing to try it. Looks like it's going to be another 20 minutes or so of finishing this contract. And the same with maybe another 10 minutes on my seeding before I can move it to the next field, and my cultivating is still going to be quite a bit. So this is going to be the end of my video at this time. Until next time, we'll see you later.